Tyson Fury has come out, and Tyson Fury has said he's going to fight MMA. He's even going to be trained by Conor McGregor. Now, let's take him at face value, and before you dismiss Tyson Fury, and no, there is no part of me that believes he's going to do that, but my days of challenging crazy statements by Tyson Fury that he then goes out and does are long behind me. Tyson, couple of things here. Do I think Tyson's going to do it? No. Store that away, but allow me to talk on this. He doesn't need a media club. The guy's the champion of the world. The guy has the biggest fight that boxing can put together with Wilder imminent. The guy's only fighting in sold-out arenas. The guy is singing songs. Everybody in the world knows who Tyson Fury is. He's now transitioned and has gone over to the WWE for a couple of spots, which did great numbers and got him a ton of attention. All I'm offering for you is when a guy comes out and makes some ridiculous statement, like when Mayweather used to do it, it was silly. And the guy doesn't have the courage or the skills or the work ethic to do it. The whole thing was silly, but we knew that. Tyson Fury's another animal. Tyson Fury, the fine line in genius and insanity. He's on genius, but it's a fine line. He would go do it. He does have the skills. He does have the work ethic. He does have the courage. He does not need a media publicity stunt. He just doesn't. He can talk to anybody anytime he wants as champion of the world. He can be on SportsCenter tonight as champion of the world. He can use any of the media outlets that the WWE has. He does not need to transition over into MMA as though he doesn't have enough rub right now. It's also, look, he said, I'm going to do it by the end of the year. That's totally different than somebody that says I'm going to do it, but it's open-ended, okay? The single most important thing you will ever find in a contract, guys, is the date. The single most important thing. It's not the amount. It's not what you have to do. It's the date that you get paid by. Imagine if I told you guys right now, any one of you, I'm going to give you $1 million. But I don't say when. And then all of a sudden I get a little more cutesy and I tell you I'm going to give you a penny a year for the next 100 million years. I mean, you see the problem? The date is what matters. Tyson Fury came out, he put a date on it. Oh, which, by the way, is tomorrow. The end of the year. The end of the year is here. Holiday season is upon us. Again, no, I don't think Tyson Fury's fine. I get the whole thing. But I still do appreciate that for the people out there that are going to cling to that and run with it and hope that it's true, that he's not making you wait 100 million years to collect your... You see what I'm saying? There was something about it that was cool that also added a little element of, wait, is he serious? Because if it's into the year, that means he's talking to a promoter. That means this is going to get announced. Let's say he's going to fight in the UFC just for fun. And let's say he's going to be at the heavyweight division because he would be. There are some fights right out of the gate, training or not, that would be awesome. What if I told you Tyson Fury is going to fight MMA? What would you say? What if I said, no, he is. In fact, he signed with the UFC. Is the first thing you're going to say he has absolutely no chance? Probably. But what if I then tell you who his opponent's going to be, and I tell you it's going to be Alistair Overeem? Then do all of a sudden you go, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to get the K1 kickboxing world champion against the sitting WBA Queensberry rule boxing champion. You see where it gets interesting? What if I told you Tyson Fury is going to fight in December, the UFC? And then I come and tell you he's fighting Francis Ngannou. All of a sudden, do you go, oh, wait a second. All of a sudden, do you go, hey, what's the line on that? What book is carrying that? I think I'd like to put a little bit of money on the gypsy here. What if I told you Tyson's fighting right around the corner and he's taking on Derek Lewis? Now, you may not love that one as much because Derek does have that wrestling ability, but then when you sit and think about, well, when's the last time I saw Derek use his wrestling ability? And as a matter of fact, Tyson's a lot faster than Derek. And as a matter of fact, I mean, you would start to break that down, okay? Now, when reality set in, Reem gets him out of there in the first round, Ngannou gets him out of the first round, and Lewis gets him out of there in the first round. Let's not do reality. Right now, we're just having some fun. Do you see where that could be really compelling? And I don't know that you could say that for other top boxers. I think there's something unique to the weight class of heavyweight. Forget how big Tyson is. Don't forget the reach that he has. Don't forget the level of conditioning that he has. 36 hard minutes every time he goes to work. This time he's asked to do 15. I mean, do you see where, with the right matchup, it's compelling?
Uncle Ted.